Very good morning, one and all. Audio, sir. Okay. Karthik sir, audible?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Very good morning, one and all. As part of 1 week lecture series in innovation, startup and entrepreneurship, we jointly organized by IIC, EDC and IQAC. It is my opportunity to deliver a lecture on attracting big investment for innovative ideas from educational institution. I think Ravichandran sir, நீங்க கொஞ்சம் மியூட் பண்ணாம இருக்கீங்க. நீங்க கொஞ்சம் லெஃப்ட் ஆயிக்கீங்க சார்னா. ரீவைண்ட் பண்ணிக்கோங்க. ரவிச்சந்திரன் சார் இல்லைன்னா நீங்க வெளியில அந்த ரூமுக்கு போயிடுங்க சார். பாருங்க கார்த்திக். Very good morning, one and all. As part of 1 week lecture series in innovation, startup and entrepreneurship, we jointly organized by IIC, EDC and IKC cell of M.A.M School of Engineering. It is my opportunity to deliver a lecture on attracting big investment for innovative ideas from educational institution. So first of all, I thank our management and our beloved principal and IIC office bearers for giving me opportunity to deliver this session. So, and also I welcome all the participants from our college, faculty, fraternity and students. So before start of the session, let us discuss about some introduction about innovation. What is innovation? So innovation is typically understood as an introduction of something new and useful. For example, introducing new methods, techniques or practices or new or altered products and services. The right mindset for innovation. So we have to understand what is innovation and why we call it as it is a innovation. So there is a term called invention. So we say innovation. So where it is derived from, innovation where it is derived from. So these are all the terminology we should understand first. Innovation requires more creativity and more willingness to take risk than the implementation of typical projects. To successfully realize innovation projects, a different mindset is needed. So there are some concepts behind the innovation. First, before that, we have to compare the three terms. One is creativity and invention and innovation. As I said, innovation comes from invention. So creativity is nothing but the act of turning new and imagination ideas into reality. Whereas invention is nothing but creation of new idea or concept. The come into picture, the innovation come into picture from invention, turning a new concept into commercial success or widespread use. It is nothing but when the product comes into market, then only it is called it as innovation. So that means with market ideas, with market survey, the product fit for market, then only it is called it as innovation. So there are some mindset for innovation. There is a three basic concepts behind the innovation, that is break the rules. So break the rules is nothing but the traditional approach and the conventional methods you often not get anywhere in the field of innovation. Challenges the status consistently and explore new paths for beaten track. The second one is called collect ideas everywhere. We have to collect ideas from everywhere. That is nothing but a survey. So before manufacturing a product, any product or service, we have to take some common survey into the field. Then only we understand or the market competitiveness or market demand we should understand. So without knowing the demand or competitiveness, we cannot be a successful entrepreneur. So it is nothing but a market. So market survey. The third one is called believe in the impossible. So we have to take into consideration the negative. So even after releasing the product or manufacturing the product, so how the market product is being successful, it is only because of the survey. It is starting from the survey. These are the three concepts we have to understand when we do innovation. Okay. Then we will discuss about wheel of innovation. There are 5 steps we have to follow. One is imagination. The second one is designing. The third one is experimentation. The fourth one is assessing. The fifth one is scaling. So starting from the imagination, it is nothing but a thinking about the new possibilities. After getting the possibilities, the communication between whom to contact and where the product is to be released, that has to be under imagination. The second one is designing. It is a purely a technical part. So testing ideas and concepts, discussing with peer team, customers or clients or market, these are all the design. So design is nothing but not only the drawing and prototype. So it means including of survey. So the third one is experimentation. Experimentation is nothing but a simulation. So experimentation is a design aspects, financial aspects, and profit aspects. So these are all the three aspects we have to do in experimentation level. So the fourth one is assessing. So assessing is nothing but evaluation, identifying the strength and weakness. So we have a standard method called SWOT. SWOT analysis we have to do before start of product, start of the idea. So the fifth one is scaling. So scaling is almost it is a implementation level. Before implementing the product or service, so we do some implementation methods, we do some implementation trials, that is called scaling. So then challenges in India for innovation. So what is the challenges we have to meet out in innovation? The first and foremost challenge that India has been facing for years is the disconnect between academia and industry. So in the academia and industry, there is a huge gap in olden years. Now it is becoming closer. So academia and industry, government also has taken many steps to bridge the gap between the academia and industry. So like innovation mission and the collaboration with institutions in countries like Switzerland and UK are proving helpful. There are many countries is helping other countries to bridge the gap between academia and innovation. That is why in the higher education comes, foreign education comes into picture. They are very liberal to the other countries to allow students for higher education. And then we have to discuss about the GDP. So GDP is nothing but gross domestic product. So it is nothing but a measure of national income and output for a given economy, country economy. GDP is equal to the total expenditure for all final goods and services produced within the country in a stipulated period of time. So GDP only will decide the income of the country. So not only income, it is the economy of the country. So GDP is a global term. Everybody will understand. So based on the GDP level, the country economy will be decided. Next, we will discuss about the India specific challenges. So the GDP level of USA is around 59,531 and Europe 41,125, China $16,806,000. So India has 7,055, only 7,055 in GDP level. So higher numbers will have higher economy rate. What are the challenges? We have to increase the GDP. There are four challenges we have assumed. So low purchasing power. So in terms of power, we are in low. So nowadays it is improved day by day, but still we are low for producing power. Then high concession. So concession is nothing but traffic. So we have economy level is increased, but the concession is not being elaborated. This has to be elaborated. The third one is high pollution and high import bill. So the carbon level is day by day it is increased when compared to other countries. India also having higher carbon rate. Nowadays the eco-friendly vehicles has come into picture, but our country is taken initiatives to reduce the carbon content by producing low carbon or carbon eliminated vehicles. That is why in the electric car is existence nowadays. The electric car is come into picture. So the fourth one is high road accidents. The road accidents, it is based on safety. So rules and regulation. So we have to follow the rules and regulation. We are lagging when compared to few countries. We are lacking to follow the rules and regulation. So it is not only the following rules and regulation. There are many factors for accidents, road condition, and the speed of the vehicle, and the safety of the vehicle. So there are n number of factors involved for accident. So these are all the four challenges we have assumed nowadays we are facing. The next one is how to attract investment for innovative idea and get funding for startup. This is the actual title we have been given. So number one is develop a strong business plan, develop a forecast model, obtain customer references, be ready to explain your capitalization table, explain your financial statements, justify use of proceeds, acknowledge total address, present a strong sales pipeline, perform legal due diligence, provide management team bias references. So these are all the factors involved for attract investment. So government having n number of funding available with the government, and the non-governmental private sector also is ready to invest money for innovators, for entrepreneurs. So innovator become entrepreneur. Innovator become entrepreneur only they are in market player. Once they are in market player, they are called it as entrepreneur. Then strength of the education system in India. This has to be, we want to discuss as institution member. So India holds an important place in global education industry. So government has taken several steps for introducing entrepreneurship, innovation, and encourage research scholars, students, faculty members. Especially IIT and IIMs are playing a vital role to initiate innovations. So many innovations. So furthermore, the online mode education being used several education organizations. So as we know, for the past 2 years, almost 2 years, because of the pandemic, we are using online platforms and online mode of education, online mode of transactions, business transactions. So all are we followed to strengthen our innovations. And then collaboration between industry and academia. It is one of the major subject we want to discuss. Collaboration between industry and academia. There are some companies involving their investment in market for best innovators. So there is a industry and there is a university. So industry is dependent. Many university, reputed universities, nothing but colleges, to encourage research so that the innovation, new ideas is come into picture. So wheel of education. The next one is wheel of education, transformative approach. So transformative approach is nothing but black and white system. So there is no hide and seek. It is a black and white system. The academia is fixed for how much amount of knowledge is required, how much amount of skills is required for the student. The outcome is decided by the industry. The industry will share the requirement of the present technological level, so that the academician will produce the stakeholders, will produce their stakeholders with company level, with industry level. Then only the wheel of education, it is nothing but a tool. Wheel of education, wheel of innovation is nothing but a tool. There is a steps, one is called skill up. So skill up is nothing but current level. The scale up is fragment consolidated. Scale up level is the next level. We want to boost our next level. The third one is speed. So speed is nothing but activity target. So we have to time. It's with respect to time, we have to achieve the target. Target is nothing but requirement by the customer. In turn, the customer requirement is fixed by the industry. So synergy. So individual. So we cannot achieve the all requirement, industry requirement or consumer or customer requirement by the individual. So it is a teamwork. So we have to frame the team. Then we have to fix the target with respect to time. So then we move towards the target. Then only we reach our goal. Our goal is nothing but our goal. Goal is a product delivery based on the customer requirement. Sustainable. The last one is sustainable. So we have produced a product. So we have introduced the product into the market. So actually we believe that in the market, the product is fit to the market, but we don't know how long it will be there. So because of the technology level, once the product may be absolute. So we have to think the absolute level. So especially in the automobile industry, day by day they are changing, or they are introducing many technologies with respect to aesthetic look, or like eco-friendly vehicle, producing eco-friendly vehicle, or fuel usage, petrol car, diesel car, or some other fuels we want to use. So all these aspects has to be considered before manufacturing a product, before manufacturing a car or bus. Especially in automobile industry, day by day changes is because of the one more aspects we have to think, as I told already, competitiveness. So market competitiveness. So all these things we have to consider for sustainability. Otherwise the company will shut down, the product will go off. So absolute level we have to measure before go for manufacturing. So higher education and international talent. So higher education in international level or national level, the government is promote higher education. Because of higher education, the people will understand the innovation ideas, research methods, so that the product is to be well established in the market. So the government is initiative or giving full support in higher education, especially for the past 10 years. The government is involving and taken much initiative for higher education and research. In turn, innovation will be improved. India collaborating private sector to encourage innovations. As I told, there are many companies, they are ready to invest more and more funding to the institutions, academia. So they believe academia for the research, new ideas. They believe ideas from the academia. Tata Technologies funded 150 industrial training institute, that is ITIs. They have framed ITIs, 150 industrial training institute in Karnataka, with the latest technology equipment worth rupees 4,636 crore. They have invested 4,636 crores. Actually, the Tata company is growing. So one of the leading company in India, they have invested around 4.6 crores in India, for especially for academicians. So the next company, I have listed some few companies. There are many companies are available investing more money for academicians, academia for innovation. Amazon India launched machine learning summer school to help students to learn new skills. Okay, so they are interested to improve skills for students, especially college students. Okay, so JV is nothing but joint venture with foreign players. So GMR Aviation Academy and UAE based United Arab Emirates based Emirates Group Security offer various aviation and security courses in India. Okay, there are many courses. They offered many courses, especially for aviation, aeronautical, aerospace. These are all the emerging trend nowadays, even in abroad. So they offered many courses. Okay, then next, education sector in India. So what is the education sector level in India? We have to analyze. So India is the largest market for e-learning. So e-learning is one of the emerging trend nowadays. So we are familiar with e-learning across global, across in universe. We are familiar in e-learning. Our people are in across global. Our people are there and expertise in e-learning. So as for the QS employability, QS is nothing but a survey, quality survey. So they say the ranking 2022, the Indian Institute of Science, IIC, Bangalore, and 6 Indian Institutes of Technology, IITs, Delhi University, University of Mumbai and University of Calcutta, Jindal Global University, Sonipat and Pitts, Bilani were among top 500 universities. They are leader in e-learning. So through computer or through any social media, we can communicate and we can develop innovations. So that is the reason they invest and they focus more on e-learning. MEI cell initiatives. MEI is nothing but Ministry of Education Innovation Cell. The government is formed, constituted one cell that is called Ministry of Education Innovation Cell. They organize many programs like NIC, National Innovation Contest, Smart India Hackathon. We are familiar for the past through 2-3 years. Our college has taken much initiative with the Smart India Hackathon, MBA innovation, entrepreneurship and venture development, IEV. So venture development is nothing but it's a joint venture with the industry, even local industry, starting from local industry to other state. Even our venture should be elaborated with other states so that the diversity will come into picture to promote culture of ideation. So there are many ideas will come into existence. So then the innovation, by the way, the innovation will be improved. Then the Ministry of Education will identify 75 innovative technologies developed by students, faculty having startup potential. So many people or many students having startup potential, they don't know how to proceed, where to start. So these are all addressed by the many forum constituted by the Government of India, entrepreneurship. So as we said, entrepreneurship forum and the National Innovation Council, these are all the forum which we can elaborate or which we can address our product or ideas to the further level, next level. So funding enormously, the funding is available with the government. So they are ready to invest for the successful innovators, successful entrepreneurs. So there are 3 areas of focus to promote innovation. Okay, so where we can promote innovation. Number one is invest in institution for higher education as engines of innovation, job creation, ability to attract international talent. So not a locally, so it is an international talent has to come out. Then second one is higher economic return. So by the way, the GDP rate will grow up. The country or the government strongly believe that the GDP will improve only by the new ideas or new innovation. So that is the reason they are investing. They are investing more money on innovation. Okay. The third one is build basic infrastructure. Without infrastructure, we cannot produce a product. We may have an idea, but the production only by the infrastructure, based on the infrastructure. So we have to build the infrastructure. So based on the infrastructure only the product to be in next level, higher level. The quality will ensure, the quality of the product will ensure based on the infrastructure availability. So not only the concept, not only the service. So we have to hardware, we have to improve the hardware. That means infrastructure. One of the area we want to build infrastructure. Then why encourage entrepreneurship? Why we want to encourage entrepreneurship? So pedagogical reasons, teaching entrepreneurship, it has to start from teaching, even from school level and college level and higher education level, research and methods. We have to give awareness. We have to conduct many forums in connection with entrepreneurship. The next one, university will help economic and social missions by promoting entrepreneurship. So they should have a program. They should have a forum. They should conduct many forums in connection with the entrepreneurship so that the promotion will take place. University provide undergraduate or postgraduate students experiential and entrepreneurial program, extracurricular such as entrepreneur dubs, competitions and prizes. So by the way, the students will get motivated. So automatically they will understand what is entrepreneurship. So government again and again they are insisted the entrepreneurship is starting from the school. What is the skill required for entrepreneurship? So analytical skill and organization and interpersonal skill, and develops leadership and networking abilities. So networking is most important when compared to all other skills. Students learn identify and solve problems, work in teams, calibrate risk, communicate others with investors. This entrepreneurship maybe success will get succeeded when the teamwork is worked out. So we have to encourage teamwork. So how to attract investors? So it is our part of our title. So investors, how to catch investors and how to attract investors. So networking is one of the major parameter to attract investors. So if we building a great business, getting out of networking within the global startup and investing community can be great way to meet investors. So we can arrange, we can get appointment with the investor. It may be a government investors or non-governmental NGOs or private industries. So we have to get appointment so that we can demonstrate our ideas, new ideas, so that our product come into market. Encourage and support student entrepreneurship. So now we discuss about student side. When the best time to launch an innovative idea or business venture. So there are 7 steps. So we have to create an entrepreneurship hub. So already we might have many entrepreneurship cell. So in our college also we have a EDC cell for about 7-8 years. So through this forum we encourage students become an entrepreneur. So we have a proof. We have some student entrepreneur. Okay, use proper methodology. So we have to use methodology. We should go model. So we should not be a unique. We should be a unique only by adopting standard methods. Okay, set up campus meetings. Campus meeting we have to conduct hackathons. Monitor commitment, student commitment, provide a proper student mentorship and advisors and external organization. With the help of external organizations, so we promote entrepreneurship within the campus. So the second one is again it is a funding. The hardest aspect for any budding entrepreneur is money. Where we get money? So this is the question arised by every student, every idea maker. So there are there are number of facilities nowadays with the government and private sector. We have to identify or we have to list out all the investors and which investor is suitable for our own product. So this has to be identified. It may be external investor. The second one is crowdfunding platform. So crowdfunding platforms is nothing but it's a queue. It is nothing but a queue. So we have to come across the queue. Then only we get more money and suitable product for the suitable idea. So investment in recent developments. So I have to give some witness. I have to give some evidence. From April 2000 to June 21, foreign direct investment (FDI) is nothing but FDI. Equity flows US dollar 6,154 million according to the data released by Department of Promotion of India, Promotion of Industry India. So the education and training sector in India witnessed some major investment and developments in the recent years. So there are other evidence. One is called October 2021 in the Union Minister for Education and Skill Development launched phase 2 of Mahatma Gandhi National Fellowship. It is one program. So they have released. And the last one is NSDC. NSDC is nothing but National Skill Development programs. It is nothing but a center launched the largest impact bond in India. They promote NSDC program. So by the way, the money will flow to the academicians, will flow into the institute. Then we have to understand all those points we have discussed. So how to get money and where to get investment, where our product will be is to be demonstrated. Then idea presentation. So there are so many methods to present for any forum. I have list out some clips. I have list out some methods. So pictures, pictorial representation. Usually we will say, and so in the text, when compared to text, the image will give you impression. So these are I have list out. I have given you some clips. A picture is worth thousands of words. So picture always will represents more clarity when compared to text. So want a big impact, use big image. If you want a big impact, if you want to impress more to the audience or reviewers, so we have to put more images, big images with respect to size. Charts, we can use charts. So with the colors. So each and every color will have a standard. So on tables will give you the numeric values. Then maps we can draw the chart map, so that in the clarity, the comparison will take place. We can compare data, one data to another data. Numbers, these are all the numbers with in terms of money. So if we compare the data with money, the people will understand how much difference, how much profit. So as an innovator, if we demonstrate the in terms of money, so that they will understand money saving, how much amount of money is saving. Our process is easy. So through chart, through color, we can identify where the process is easy, where the process is complicated, where the process is congested, as said, traffic congestion. So people will select, always people will select easiest method. So that our product should reach destination in easiest path or easiest way. Now let's review some concepts. So some concepts we can, as assumptions. It is nothing but assumptions. Based on the assumptions, we can demonstrate our ideas. So it is nothing but a bar chart. So there are many charts are available. We can choose any one of the chart based on the application. So that the our understanding, their understanding will be in the reviewer understanding will be better. So this is the gadgets. Many gadgets are available to demonstrate our ideas. These are all the. Thanks. Any questions? So you have to give the contact and you have to give your designation, and you have to ask questions, doubts, queries. You have to ask. You have to give time. You have to give provision to ask audience to ask questions. Credits. So it is nothing but credits. So how much amount of benefits when we follow this method, when we follow this product, so that has to be proved by the presenter. So presentation design, there are many designs are available in online mode, even online mode, that we have to frame. So extra resources, how many resources are available outside the world? Timeline. So completion of the project, completion of the product delivery. So timeline should be described. It has to be defined. So roadmap, it is nothing but a path. Path. Gantt chart, it is one of the tool to represent our time, weekly wise, monthly wise. SWOT analysis, strength, weakness, opportunities, threats. So it is nothing but a SWOT analysis. Our product has to be analyzed with applying SWOT. So these are all the canvas, business canvas, where to sell and where the market demand is available. Funnel, it is one of the tool to analyze our product. Awareness, discovery, evaluation, intent, purchase, loyalty. The final goal to get loyalty, even the product manufacturer is stopped by our own. So somebody will produce the product, so the loyalty will come into the originator. So it is like a IPR, intellectual property rights, trademarks. So it is a different subject. So team presentation. So when compare individual presentations, we have to present as a team. So the impression will be more if we present as a team. So competitor matrix. So competitor matrix is nothing but product demand for different product as per the survey. So this is the reason we have to take survey from the competitor as well as customer. So planner is nothing but a time schedule. It's a schedule. So diagrams will give more clarity, infographic, and many more. So thank you, one and all, for giving an opportunity to present. Thank you so much. Any queries you can ask relevant to the investment or innovation. Audience participants, you can ask questions if you have. Please. Thank you all for your patience hearing. Thank you so much. Audience are requested to leave. Thank you.